You may have your Christmas lights up, but it's a good bet you don't have as many as one man in Crossett who's famous in his region and may soon be known around the country.
Sam Finney is competing in the new ABC program, The Great Christmas Light Fight, airing Mondays here on Channel 7. Alexis Rogers paid him a visit.
Have you ever just wanted to feel like a kid again? Well, a lot of people are doing just that right here at Sam Finney's Christmas Wonderland. A place of joy.
The bubbles, everyone, the kids love the bubbles.
For people from all over, resides in the heart of Crossett.
Greenville, Mississippi, Magnolia, El Dorado, Monticello. We're getting bigger and bigger every year.
What was once a mere dream for Sam Finney at the age of 7.
Come Christmas time, Mom would make us an opportunity to go to see a light display in the same county. It's
turned into a shining reality.
When I moved to South Arkansas, I built a house here and started in my front yard, and I went both ways. And now we cover a quarter-mile long stretch of road.
That not only caught the eyes of his grandkids.
The youngest ones, they got to come see Pawpaw's lights just about every night.
But those across the nation.
I'm really flabbergasted at the attention that it's drawn. Though I didn't realize they're going to do this much. I can't really tell you how I feel because it's just an awesome feeling.
For the past 30 years, Finney takes 6 weeks to put up more than 1 million lights with meaningful themes. Every piece, one of a kind and handmade.
I was in Vietnam back in 1969, and veterans always touch my heart because they are our life's blood as far as this country.
The love for this display was birthed from another love.
My wife and I started this. She fell in there and helped me quite a bit, you know. She, anything I put my mind to do, she would help develop it. I lost her 3 years ago this season.
With his angel's approval, Sam Finney's Christmas Wonderland continues bringing joy to all.
I know she's looking down, and I know she's smiling for me.
Finney says this display will be up through the 1st, so you can definitely still come down to Crossett to check it out. Back to you.
Okay, sounds and looks like it is worth the drive.
Yes.
Finney has made it as a finalist and is featured on the show that airs December 21st at 7 p.m.
We wish him the best for that 50 grand.
I-41 home in Crossett is getting ready to be featured on ABC's The Great Christmas Light Fight.
Can't wait for this. Music, lights, and bubbles are going to fill this home's yard. Channel 7's Alexis Rogers live this morning in South Arkansas with an exclusive preview. Alexis.
Chris, Allison, Melinda, when's the last time you remember that it snowed bubbles in Arkansas? Well, guess what? That's what it does here at Sam Finney's Christmas Wonderland. And here joining me is the creator of all this, Mr. Finney. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Good morning.
What made you want to do all of these decorations?
Well, this started back in my early childhood, the inspiration for this display. I was born and raised in northern Ohio, lived on a dairy farm. We was in a large family, but because of the demand of the dairy farm, we didn't get to travel a lot. But Mom made sure that we went and get to see a Christmas light display that was not too far from us. And that made a great impression on my life as a child. And it made Christmas for us. That was a highlight. So I made the promise between me, myself, and the Lord, if I ever had an opportunity to do this somewhere, didn't realize it was going to be in South Arkansas. That's where I wound up, be planted about 43 years ago. And this is where I started my light display as a small display, of course, and we grew and grew each year until we cover about a quarter-mile long road, both sides covered with lights.
Wow, you know, you have more than 1 million lights out here. You know I asked Mr. Finney, hey, what's your favorite part of this whole display? And of course, you can't really pick a favorite because it's all really great. You were kind of telling me about this this new addition back here. Tell me a little bit about this.
That's new. It's just something I dreamed up. You know, I like to keep everything creative, something that you can come and see that you can't go down the road and see somewhere else. I like to have my own little original things as I develop. That there's new. It's just made out of plastic cups with lights in it. And I orchestrated it to a little cheap music controller, and it turns out pretty nice. And everyone likes something new. That's one of the questions you get when you walk through town. What do you got new this year? So I got to keep coming up with something new.
You make all of these by hand. How many people do you think come and visit you here at your Christmas Wonderland?
Oh, I have no idea about the people. The weekends, it's just bumper to bumper, and this past Saturday night, we had them lined up down the highway. About 1.5 miles, I believe they said we had to have the police out here to direct the traffic because of the amount of people. I don't have a head count. I've tried every which way to develop a way to count the cars, but I haven't come up with a reliable way.
You know, Christmas is serious business, and we are actually going to be with Mr. Finney all morning to give you an inside look on his amazing winter wonderland. So we'll have that for you later on in Daybreak. So stick with us because we're having a lot of fun here in Crossett. Until then, we'll just play with the bubbles that are snowing here. So that's always fun. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Alexis. I'm so jealous. I would love to be out there. How fantastic that light display is. And
Well, home in Crossett is getting ready to be featured on ABC's The Great Christmas Light Fight.
music, lights, and bubbles fill the home's yard. Channel 7's Alexis Rogers is live there this morning in Crossett with an exclusive preview. Good morning again, Alexis.
Hey, good morning, Allison and Chris. And you're right, it's full of bubbles. You know, you feel like a kid again here at Sam Finney's Christmas Wonderland, and he joins me again. Now, all of this, it took you how long to do?
Took me about 6 weeks to put it up, but I work on it year-round, designing stuff and building stuff and repairing stuff. But 6 weeks takes a full 6 weeks to put it up.
Now, a lot of these things, almost all of these things are handcrafted by you, correct?
Everything's handcrafted out of whatever material I can find. For instance, the snow slide behind you. Yeah, it's what I call a snow slide. That's been in display probably about 5 years. Just made up of old conveyor chains that I picked up at the salvage yard, the paper mill where I worked, and developed it to a little animated thing. If you look around the display, you can see a lot of animated stuff. I like things that move, that catch the eye. Kids love anything that moves, and that's one of them right there.
The funny thing that Mr. Finney has been cracking me up all morning with is that he's even had visitors at 4 o'clock in the morning waiting to see this light display. What do you have to say about that?
It's kind of thrilling. You noticed people coming in here this early and just passing by, and both of them have never been here before. They just haven't been passing by and seen it on the road. And I'm looking forward to every night this year to catching all the visitors.
How long will your display be up?
We normally run it through the first of the year. However, because of the Great Christmas Light Fight and the recognition we're going to receive from that, and being it viewed the 21st of this month, we may run a little longer this year. Providing the traffic keeps coming, we'll accommodate the people that wants to come and see it.
That's always fun to hear about. And, you know, we've been looking at a lot of your unique different Christmas decorations. We saw here at this one, we saw a plane over there. You have a whole truck over there. I wish we could just go and see it all.
It's hard to cover it all. Matter of fact, when you travel through by car, you won't see it all the first time. You'll have to make 2 or 3 passes through. You can see the right-hand side of the road as you come in, and you go up and make a circle and turn around and come back and see the other side of the road.
Well, I think that was an invitation for us to come back. Did you hear that, Chris, Allison, Melinda? You might have missed out on all of the bubbles and the fun this time, but Mr. Finney's got you covered. So make sure that you come out to Crossett and check this out. We're having a lot of fun here. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you very much, Alexis Rogers, live in South Arkansas for us this morning. And best of luck to them because the competition is fierce across the country. We've seen some of the video of the other houses, too. And they're all on par with each other. It just comes down to who has the most spectacular display.
And Christmas spirit is part of it, use of lights, all that. They have like 3 different categories they judge.
All right.